Most people go about their day without expecting to uncover a fortune. But what if one small action, walking the dog, digging for clay, or buying a $4 painting, led to a discovery worth millions? Today we're counting down the 9 most valuable treasures found completely by accident. No treasure maps, no metal detecting professionals, just pure luck, fate, and jaw-dropping moments that turned everyday people into history makers. From ancient gold buried for centuries to shipwrecks loaded with billions in lost treasure, these stories will leave you wondering, what if your backyard is hiding a secret? Stick around till the end, because the #1 treasure on our list isn't just valuable. It's the most expensive shipwreck ever found. And yes, it was discovered by accident. Let's dive in, starting with a golden mystery buried beneath Bulgaria. Number 9. Panagurishte treasure, Thracian gold beneath the clay. In 1949, 3 brothers were just doing their jobs, digging for clay near the town of Panagurishte in Bulgaria. What they unearthed instead, 9 solid gold vessels from the 4th century BC, buried just 2 meters below the surface. These weren't just bowls and cups, they were Thracian masterpieces, crafted with detailed scenes of Greek mythology, including Hercules and other gods. Historians believe they were ceremonial, used by ancient royalty. Estimated value? Officially priceless. Imagine wiping clay off what turns out to be a solid gold drinking horn from over 2,000 years ago. That's not just treasure, that's a direct handshake with history. Number 8, the hidden declaration, $4 painting hiding a founding document. In 1989, a man browsing a Pennsylvania flea market spotted an old painting. It wasn't much, just a landscape, and it cost him $4. But when he removed the frame, something was hidden inside, one of the original 200 printed copies of the Declaration of Independence from 1776. It had been tucked away and forgotten for over a century. When it went to auction, the forgotten document sold for $2.4 million. That's not just luck, that's a once-in-a-lifetime find, hanging behind a dusty painting in a pile of flea market leftovers. Moral of the story? Always check the back. Number 7, Staffordshire hoard, a warrior's gold in a farmer's field. In 2009, amateur metal detectorist Terry Herbert was searching a freshly plowed field in Staffordshire, England. What he found changed history. Over 3,500 pieces of Anglo-Saxon gold and silver dating back to the 7th century. Helmets, sword decorations, and religious artifacts, 11 pounds of gold and 3 pounds of silver in total. This wasn't just loot, it was a warrior's legacy buried and forgotten. It was valued at around $4 million, and it's now displayed in UK museums. But the real treasure? The insight into Anglo-Saxon life, art, and war. And to think, it all started with a hobbyist and a metal detector. Number 6, Hoxton hoard, a lost hammer leads to Roman riches. In 1992, Eric Laws went looking for a lost hammer on his friend's farmland in Hoxton, England. With his metal detector in hand, he expected a quick find and a cup of tea. Instead, he discovered one of the largest Roman treasures ever found in Britain, 14,865 coins, plus gold jewelry and silver tableware. Total estimated value, around $4.6 million. Even better, he eventually did find the hammer. This hammer hunt turned treasure now lives in the British Museum, and Eric's story became a legend in the world of accidental archaeology. Number 5, La Carillon 2 hoard, a Celtic jackpot unearthed. In 2012, 2 metal detectorists, Richard Miles and Reg Mead, finally struck gold. For years, they'd searched the Channel Island of Jersey, following a tip about Celtic coins hidden underground. Then it happened. They uncovered over 68,000 coins, along with jewelry and ornaments dating back to around 50 BC. The hoard was valued at $5.2 million, but its historical value is just as impressive. This was one of the largest collections of Celtic treasure ever found, and it took patience, persistence, and just the right stroke of luck. Sometimes even a long shot pays off big. Number 4, Saddle Ridge hoard, a golden walk with the dog. Picture this, you're walking your dog like any other day when something shiny catches your eye sticking out of the dirt. That's exactly what happened to a California couple in 2013. They found an old rusty can. Inside, gold coins. But that was just the beginning. Over time, they unearthed 8 cans holding a total of 1,427 gold coins from the 1800s, minted between 1847 and 1894. The face value? $27,980. The real value? value? Over $10 million. It's the largest buried treasure ever found in the US, and it was literally in their backyard. No digging, no maps, just a stroll and a wild stroke of luck. Number 3, Belitung Shipwreck, a sunken time capsule from the Tang Dynasty. In 1998, off the coast of Indonesia's Belitung Island, local fishermen weren't hunting treasure. They were diving for sea cucumbers. But what they discovered on the ocean floor was worth way more. They had found a 9th century Arab dhow packed with Tang Dynasty ceramics, gold, and silver. Over 60,000 artifacts were pulled from the wreck. It turned out to be one of the most significant maritime archaeological finds ever, revealing trade links between the Middle East and China over 1,000 years ago. Valued at around $32 million, the artifacts now live in Singapore's Asian Civilizations Museum. One dive changed history and reminded the world how connected ancient civilizations truly were. Number 2, Schroda Treasure, a crown in the rubble. In 1985, demolition crews were clearing old buildings in Schroda Śląska, Poland. As rubble came down, something shiny appeared. And then more. They weren't prepared for what they'd just bulldozed into. Beneath the site was a hidden 14th century treasure, thousands of silver and gold coins, rare jewels, and even a gold crown, possibly belonging to Blanche of Valois, Queen of the Holy Roman Empire. More discoveries followed until 1988, eventually totaling an estimated $120 million in historical value. Imagine tearing down a wall and finding a medieval royal fortune behind it. That's not just construction, it's time travel. Number 1, San Jose Shipwreck, the $20 billion time bomb. Our number 1 treasure isn't just a jackpot, it's the biggest underwater treasure ever found. In 2015, off the coast of Colombia, the Colombian Navy was exploring the ocean floor with a robotic submersible called REMUS 6000. They weren't searching for anything in particular, but what they found, the legendary San Jose, a Spanish galleon sunk in 1708 during a battle with British ships. The ship carried over 200 tons of gold, silver, and emeralds, valued today at over $20 billion. Let that sink in. $20 billion. But this treasure isn't just about wealth. It holds clues to 18th century maritime trade, colonization, and naval warfare. Legal battles over who actually owns the treasure continue to this day. It's been called the Holy Grail of shipwrecks. And it was found by accident. From gold coins buried in a backyard to royal crowns hidden beneath rubble, these accidental discoveries prove that treasure isn't always where you expect it. They also remind us that history is still out there, beneath our feet, behind old paintings, or at the bottom of the ocean. So the next time you're walking the dog, poking around a flea market, or digging in your garden, keep your eyes open. You never know what's waiting to be found. Which treasure amazed you the most? Drop a comment below, like this video, and subscribe for more incredible stories from history's hidden vaults.